I am so not dressed for this episode. This episode, we're talking about the Boss Babe Revolution. What is it? How to get started? And is it still relevant? The Boss Babe movement started as an Instagram account and has evolved into its own little monster. We've all seen them before. The Instagram accounts that are full of inspirational boss babe, girl boss quotes, right? We've all seen these before. So what is this whole boss babe revolution thing? Well, this is what this whole video is about. I like to start with the positive, so we're going to start with what the boss babe movement got right. Then we'll talk about what went wrong. Oh, so wrong. I am by no means saying that boss babes are bad. So at the end of the video, I'm clearly going to share with you where I think you should be looking for boss babe inspiration. For this and more, stay tuned, roll the intro. I am by no means in this video trying to say that boss babes and girl bosses are bad, that we should disregard them, that we should discredit them, or that we should roll our eyes when we see them across our feeds. Absolutely the opposite, I think, is true. I think that those who are pursuing business and independence, regardless of your gender identity, are super valuable and super important, because those are things that we should all aspire to do, I think. So that disclaimer aside, let's talk about a boss babe movement. Okay, so the Boss Babe movement starts as this Instagram account for this book that someone was writing. And then it starts to evolve into this culture. People start taking the idea of being this independent, badass woman boss and saying, like, this is an identity that I want to take on for myself. This is something aspirational. And so all of the Tumblr-esque quote cards and aesthetic Instagram accounts start showing up, and this starts to evolve and cannonball in many cases into something much, much bigger. So something I think that the girl boss revolution gets absolutely correct, bang on, nail on, is the fact that they're creating a space of support and encouragement. That is something that is lacking in business communities in many cases. So finding that community, creating that space, and of course, as I always talk about, being able to have those conversations in a virtual space is super, super powerful. So creating that community, encouraging people, and creating a language online that allows those who follow this identity to be able to replicate, like in quote cards, to be able to read the card and say, yeah, I identify with that, but also to then say, I post this in my space, I claim this as being part of my own identity. Super, super powerful. Now, of course, you can always be part of our space of positive encouragement by hitting the subscribe button and joining us here on the channel. New videos every single week. As is true with most revolutions, this has gotten co-opted in unfortunate and negative ways. So unfortunately, what we see is that this inspiring community, this encouraging community of women who are fighting for financial independence by running their own businesses, great idea, gets co-opted by the multi-level marketing spaces and network marketing spaces. Now, also, disclaimer, I am not against multi-level marketing. I am not against network marketing. But what I'm pointing out is that when these two worlds crossed, it was like lighting a propane fire. It was huge, because now you have a community of women who are looking for that financial independence by running businesses. And now you have an identity that they can take on at the same time. So we ended up seeing a lot of those encouraging posts and a lot of those accounts that were pushing that kind of content being tied back to those Hun bots, being tied back to sketchy MLMs, being tied back to unfortunate or kind of icky, sticky type of marketing tactics. And that unfortunately put this really sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. So when you say to someone that you are a girl boss or that you are a boss babe, a lot of people will roll their eyes because so many multi-level marketing platforms even took on the name girl boss or the name boss babe as part of the identities of their distributors or whatever you want to call them. So it became those two identities became synonymous. And so that has been, unfortunately, part of the identity of the boss babe movement. But not to fear, as we always say, we love our women who are going out there and pushing by running their own businesses, starting their own businesses, going through the hurdles of becoming entrepreneurs. And if that is you, I want you to introduce yourself proudly down in the comments below. Let us know who you are, where you're from, what is your business, what is your passion, what is your way of changing the world. Let us know in the comments below. Where to look for inspiration if you are a boss babe, if you are a girl boss, and you need to find women who are inspiring. Stop just looking on Instagram for someone who has a great aesthetic to their account. I want you to go out there and look for women who are making a difference, who are making change, who are pushing against systems that might not be built in order for everyone to succeed. Those are the people I want you to be inspired by. Go look at politicians. Yeah, I know we don't like to talk about politics on this channel, but those who have stepped up in their communities and said, I want to lead, those are the people I want you to find inspiration from. Those who are leading in your communities in a variety of different ways. They don't just have to run businesses. All right, my friends, if you want to become that inspirational leader, that girl boss, that boss babe, whatever you want to call it, then I want you to join us in the visibility hacking world, because that's what we love to do. We love to support small businesses and online entrepreneurs just like you. Maybe you're starting your business in your basement or on your laptop in between your kids' soccer games. Or maybe you've been running your business for a little bit and you're ready to take it to the next level. But if you want to meet your ideal customers, if you want to become the expert in your industry, if you want to be the go-to person for your people, then I invite you to come join us in the community, because we'll help you build what we call a connection machine, a way of building that connection with new audiences and nurturing the audiences you've already been building. So that's what we love to do. I would love if you would join us at visibilityhacking.com. There's a button on that page to become a visibility hacker. Join us over there. It'll pop you into our community and you'll get to experience everything we have in our group. It's great. It's so much fun. And in the meantime, check out one of these videos. I will see you in our next one. Until then, remember, I love you. Be excellent to each other and go out there and find your people. Seriously, they're waiting for you. Your message honestly matters. Go out there.